Venezuelan fighter jets and frigates conducted military exercises last week near the sea in dispute with Guyana. The military event was confirmed through a photo released by the Bolivarian Armed Forces on Friday, December 29, 2023. The country activated its troops in response to an announcement that a British warship, HMS Trent, was on its way to Guyana. The National Bolivarian Army continued their deployment of what was estimated to be nearly 6,000 troops into the next day, Saturday, December 30th. People want to know, are the troops still on the border near Guyana? And if so, when will they leave? Stay tuned for an update. You are watching The Final Takeaway, where we assess the facts, analyze information, and provide opinions on controversial stories of interest across the globe. Subscribe to our channel or join to receive exclusive membership benefits like priority replies to your comments. Support our work if you like by sending a super thanks. Join our free community conversation or show support by sharing our videos. See more in the description box below. And now for an update on the Venezuela-Guyana border crisis. Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro used the British warship vessel to Guyana as justification to launch his troops on the country's eastern border off the coast of Guyana's western border. The area is also near Essequibo, where a large chunk of territory claimed by Venezuela, even though Guyana has officially taken control and sovereignty over Essequibo and the maritime boundaries since 1899. Maduro interprets Britain's deployment of a war vessel as a, quote, provocation by the former colonial empire and a, quote, threat to his country. In a preemptive move, Venezuela announced that it would send armed military troops to safeguard its borders near Guyana. The British ship was expected to sail along the coast near Venezuela and Guyana. Maduro explained the deployment of soldiers to Venezuela's border was, quote, a joint action of a defensive nature in response to the provocation and threat of the United Kingdom against peace and the sovereignty of our country. Venezuelan Defense Minister Vladimir Padrino Lopez followed up in a video posted on X, the X social media platform, last Saturday, December 30th, saying troops were deployed not only at their eastern border but also throughout all of Venezuela. The decision was made as part of, quote, safeguarding our national sovereignty, Lopez announced. He also confirmed, quote, they will be there until this British imperialist boat leaves the disputed waters between Venezuela and Guyana. HMS Trent arrived in Guyana last Friday, December 29, and is reportedly docked off the coast of Guyana and Venezuela. The Royal Navy announced members of the Royal Navy are visiting under a previously arranged plan to conduct military exercises with Guyana's Defense Force. In a post on his social media, Guyana's President Irfan Ali reassured Venezuela they have nothing to fear. Ali said this, quote, neither Venezuela nor any other state has anything to fear from activities within Guyana's sovereign territory or waters, end of quote. Even though many Guyanese felt relieved that Britain is showing support amid tension with Venezuela, some are wondering what will happen when the British ship HMS Trent leaves Guyana in a matter of days. Will Maduro keep his troops deployed near Guyana, and should they feel fearful? These are two very valid questions that we will explore in this broadcast. Two very valid questions and important questions in light of the history between Guyana and Venezuela and President Maduro in particular, who threatened to invade and annex Essequibo as recently as last month. We will begin with the first question. Will Maduro keep his troops deployed near Guyana? That's anyone's guess. When it comes to Nicolas Maduro, it can be a bit difficult to predict what he's going to do next. Up to the time of uploading this video, there was no known official statement from Venezuela as to a specific date when the troops would be recalled from the border near Essequibo, Guyana. What we do know is that Venezuela plans to keep armed military troops on site until the HMS Trent, that's the British warship, leaves the waters of the coast near Guyana and Venezuela. This is according to information released to the press by the Bolivarian Republic. As to the next question, should Guyanese worry or fear a potential invasion after the British Navy ship leaves Guyana? As mentioned earlier, Maduro sees the Navy vessel's presence as a provocation and a threat to Venezuela. The other issue is Maduro's unpredictable nature, so it's not easy to gauge him accurately as far as what he might do next. He may or may not make good on his threat to annex Essequibo, especially since he feels betrayed by Guyana inviting the British warship HMS Trent into Guyana and near Venezuela. Guyana's army by itself is no match for Venezuela's army. The country would have to rely on military help from its allies, such as the US and Britain. And there's no guarantee these foreign countries will even intervene to help. In addition, Maduro considers the ship's visit as a breach of the Argyle Peace Agreement recently signed between the two countries in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Brazil also denounced the presence of a military vessel in Guyana. In a statement, Brazil's Ministry of Foreign Affairs urged the leaders of the two South American nations to contain themselves and to return to dialogue. Brazil also cautioned the country to avoid, quote, military demonstrations of support and to continue to discuss matters so the peace agreement can produce results. Venezuela's beef with Guyana over Essequibo has a long history spanning more than 120 years. Essequibo, the territory in dispute, makes up 2/3 of Guyana and is known for being rich in oil and minerals despite being sparsely populated. Maduro stepped up claims to Essequibo after billions of barrels in oil reserves were discovered off the coast of Essequibo near Venezuela. While some believe Maduro is attempting a land grab driven by greed, geopolitics experts believe it's all noise and no real plan to seize the territory. According to analysts, Maduro is simply trying to distract from his country's economic woes while trying to increase voters' support for the upcoming national elections in 2024. But overall, given Maduro's unpredictability, Guyana is taking no chances. The Navy ship is expected to depart Guyana within a week of its arrival date, based on a press statement. We intend to bring you an update on the border crisis once the UK warship leaves the disputed region. If you haven't done so already, here's another chance to subscribe to our channel to keep up with new happenings and developments on stories you're tracking. See the description box below on how to become a VIP member and enjoy exclusive perks. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.